Guys, hi, it's Loz. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. It is morning here in Perth. It is, I think, 9-ish on the East Coast, 9:30 p.m., 6:30 in the West Coast, and God knows what time everywhere else. I think everyone in the UK is asleep, but that's okay because I chatted to you yesterday. I had so many lovely people from Britain and where else? Europe and Australia on my live last night, my time. It was the biggest live I think I've ever had. There were like 2,000 people joining me over the time. It was amazing. Hi teens to be. We're talking manifestation. This is our manifestation hour, our daily hour. I never know when I'm going to go live, but today it's now. So if you would like to ask me any manifestation questions, that is what I'm here for. I'm Loz, and I just bang on about negative thinking, mental health, manifesting the life you want in my account. Nice to see you again. Hi, have you been here before? You have never asked me a question before, have you? I don't recognize your name. So, guys, last night we had the most amazing live. I was actually just going to go live for literally 15 minutes. It ended up going for 2 hours. I started in my bedroom in my pajamas because I was so freaking tired from the 3 client one-to-one video calls I had. My first clients. It was so much fun. Then I had another live in the morning after those client calls. So I was buggered. So I went online last night for all of 15 minutes, and 2 hours later I was still answering questions. I had to go and get another cup of tea. I was in my pajamas. I wasn't planning to be there all night, but it was so much fun I couldn't log off because everyone on here is just so lovely. What is with this platform? Why is everyone on TikTok so nice? It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Guys, do you have... Oh, Christy, hi! Hi! We had our little chat online. We had a lovely chat. Anyone got any questions? Christy, how's things going? Tell me. How's the self-concept shit going? Let me know. Are you standing in front of the mirror and talking to yourself? Guys, have you got any questions? I'm trying to get comfortable here on my chair. It's not really happening. Have you got any questions about what you're trying to manifest? Negative thinking, stuff that's going wrong in your life, anything, guys? I had a really bad day today, oh, darling, and I'm feeling very stuck on my SP and feel it's not working. Any suggestions? You feel great today, Christy. I'm doing all the things you said. Yay! Okay, Blondie Cuomo. Look at what Christy just said. Now, why Christy is saying that is because she feels great today because what I told her to do was solely, almost completely work on herself and not think about the SP for now. You're not going to not think about them, but I said do like 70% affirmations for your self-concept and 30% for the SP. Because you can't not think about your specific person. Of course you're going to think about them. They're going to pop in your mind all fucking day long. That's why letting go doesn't work. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining me. So what Christy and I discussed was what other thoughts, the negative thoughts you have about yourself at the core of you. Then what you do, sorry, discussing your personal shit here, Christy. Then what you do is you flip those into positive affirmations about yourself. So Blondie, I want you to on one side of the page, have an uncritical assessment of yourself and write all the shit you think about yourself, all the bad shit. I'm not good enough. No one loves me. No one chooses me. I'm not the priority. My relationships always go bad. My childhood was a piece of shit. Whatever it is that you say about yourself that you don't even realize you're saying it. Then you're going to flip those into affirmations. And darling, I want you to do these every day, every single day for 2 weeks, and then come back to me and tell me how you feel on a live, okay? Because when you start building yourself up and you start rampaging when you're driving and you're sitting on the tube and you're talking, you're saying all your affirmations over and over about yourself, you will start building yourself up, darling, and you'll feel so much better that you'll be up here and your specific person will kind of be down here. It's really weird how it happens, but sometimes you even don't want them anymore because you built yourself so much up that the version they were showing up as in your reality when it was going wrong is no longer very attractive because you're like, hang on, I deserve better. Now, when that happens, then you can change them and change the situation. That's fine. And they will start coming in and treating you differently, but everyone in your world will start treating you differently. Your colleagues, your friends, your family will all start treating you better because you are treating you better. Guys, all manifestation is about you. It's not changing other people. It's not changing situations. You literally have to change you, change your negative self-talk, Neville says, if you can change your self-talk, you will change your world. You understand? You have to change your self-talk, darling, about the SP and why it's making you sad. Okay? You need to build yourself up enough and put yourself on the pedestal, my sweet, so that you can feel better. And then your thoughts of your specific person won't make you so sad. Does that make sense? Hi, guys. Why is 24 people here? Hello. Do subliminals help? Darling, I don't believe in them because I don't know what they're saying. Okay? What are they saying in that subliminal? You can't hear it. They might be saying, go and make me a ham sandwich. They might be saying, go and stab some people. Or they might be saying, you are good enough. You are loved. I don't know what they're saying. So personally, I would make my own little voice memo tape or listen to my affirmation videos on my page, darling, the ones with the filter. Subliminals, I don't know. What are they saying in them? But it won't make it not work if I'm not focusing on him. No, darling, because when you feel better about you, they go ding. It's weird, guys. It's really weird. But when you start building yourself up, other people in your life that aren't even with you, you're not even in contact with you, start getting this feeling that you're like, have you noticed that when people say, oh, when I give up on things, it works? When I gave up on them, they came running back. It wasn't the giving up on them. It was literally you stopped the fearful thoughts. You stopped feeling constantly needy and desperate, and you started focusing on you. When you focus on you, they focus on you. When you focus on them, they focus on them. Okay? You've got to focus on yourself, and then they'll focus on you. And you're not just doing the self-concept stuff, guys, to get them back. You're doing it to fucking build yourself up in life so you can get whatever the hell you want. The career, the house, the money, the blah. Everything changes, not just getting your specific person, you understand? So do still do affirmations for him. He loves me. He wants me and only me, okay? But do that less of the time than you're doing it about you. I am more than enough. I am perfection. I am loved. I am wanted. I am the prize. I am the motherfucking prize. You lose me, you lose. You rampage that shit all day, darling. Okay. I've been dreaming about my specific person a lot. What does that mean? Is there a meaning? Well, darling, you give the meaning. So, look, all your subconscious mind all your dreams is your subconscious mind working overtime while you're asleep. And if you've got your SP on your mind, they'll probably pop up. Okay? So you give it good meaning. I'm not a dream analyst. Okay? So I don't really know what dreams mean. All I know is that you give the dream meaning. Okay? So give it good meaning. Mean that your SP is on their way. I've been flipping any negative thoughts into affirmations. I feel great today too. Thank you. Yay! I'm so glad because, guys, listen, I've suffered from depression and anxiety most of my life, and I wish I knew this shit earlier. Really. Just affirming the fucking opposite thing and telling Karen, shut up. Putting the new thought in, it really fucking helps. And then you get your shit. Hello, Elizabeth. So every bad thought I should flip into a good one. Yes, darling. Every time you think the bad thought, every time you think my SP won't love me, my SP won't come back. No, they want me and only me. But John said he doesn't want to hear from me again. No, he wants me and only me because I am so motherfucking special, because I'm the greatest, because there's no man in the whole world like me. You use your self-concept affirmations when your negative thought jumps in and says something like, they told you they never want to see you again. You say, who wouldn't want to see me again? Look how great I am. I'm the motherfucking prize. You use your self-concept to bash your ego. Tell your subconscious mind to shut up with a self-concept affirmation. Of course he will, because I'm so motherfucking special. Okay? Use those against your negative thought. Tell it off. Hi, did you already talk about scripting and journaling? No, darling, so you want to come here and ask that question. Okay. So I don't concentrate a lot on scripting and journaling. I concentrate on the thoughts you're having. Because for me, a lot of people are coming on here, they're doing 369 and 55 by 5 or whatever, and they're writing shit down, but they're not actually thinking the thought while they're writing it. Okay, I've spoken about this a lot in my lives, so go back to a few of my lives. I've spoken about a lot of this. Now, some people have said, but 369 works for me. Yes, it's working for you because you're impressing your subconscious mind while you're doing it. So long as you're thinking the thought while you're writing it down, darling, it works. Also, just scripting out big, long stories about what you want can work. Okay? I've gone back to my journal and found the car I wanted. I found the guy I wanted years ago. Forgot I'd written it. Found it years later and went, shit, that was him. I'd written down all the qualities I wanted in a man, and this guy turned up. Okay? So you can do that. If it helps you, the other thing to re-script, which would be wonderful, and I was telling some people on client calls this yesterday, write down the old story of you, who you think you are now, screw it up, Chuck it in the bin. Set it on fire. Now write the new story of you, who you want to be now, who you are now. I am loved, I am wanted. All the good qualities about you. People think I'm caring. People think I'm kind. I'm an excellent worker. I'm a team player. All the things, the good qualities of you, darling. Oh, wow, there's 40 people here. Hi. And then that's your new story. And you can go back to that and read that. How great you are. Look how great I am. I'm this, I'm that. Then for the person that you're trying to change or get back, you can write the old story of them, their old version that you didn't like. They weren't affectionate. They don't call me enough. Da-da-da. He started out great, but he turned into an asshole. And then screw it up, burn it, whatever you want to do with it, rip it into 1,000 pieces, throw it in the air, and then write the new version of them. He's kind, he's loving, he always brings gifts and calls me first. He's so affectionate, he always tells me how he loves me, he's constantly calling and texting me. He can't leave me alone, he's obsessed with me. Okay? We are blissfully, happily married. Write that script, and then you can read it and make yourself feel better. Hi, did you already talk about scripting? Yes, I just did. Can I manifest... Oh, shit, this is jumping so fast. So many people here. Sorry, guys. Hi, I'm the enemy of the TikTok medium. Why are you the enemy of the TikTok medium? I don't understand. Do you need to visualize through your eyes? No, darling, you do it with your mind. You're thinking, you're seeing it in your mind. You're not seeing it out here. You're seeing it in your mind, a mind picture. Okay? When you're visualizing. How can I manifest the prize I want and need? The prize? What? There's a prize you're going to win in a competition just to visualize the scene where you've won it and everyone's congratulating you. Imagine a party you threw because you won the prize. Or everyone's saying, God, I'm so jealous you won that prize. Imagine that. Hi, guys. Yes, do follow me, guys, because I go live randomly. This was a random. And I never know when I'm going to do it, so follow me and then you'll be alerted. Do you need to visualize through your eyes? I just did that one. Hi, I'm the tips when you're in a transition period. Well, stop saying it's a transition period for a start, because then you're actually making it the transition period. It's like saying, I am depressed. I suffer from anxiety. I'm suffering. I'm transitioning. I need to do shadow work. You're literally telling your subconscious, oh, all this shit's got to happen before I can get my manifestation. I better transition. And then, only then, when this passes, it'll come. No! You can have it now. Stop telling yourself that. Right? Start giving good meaning to everything that you're seeing. Start living in your mind. Live in the end of the wish fulfilled. The wish is already fulfilled in your mind. You are already that man or woman you want to be. Ignore the outside circumstances, darling. Ignore the 3D. You're changing it. It's old. Okay? That's how you get past a transition period. And for God's sake, stop saying it's a transition period. A tarot reader told me today she isn't coming back and to move on. Whoa. Fuck her. Him. Doesn't matter what tarot readers say. All tarot readers are doing, darling. They are interpreting your assumptions in their own voice. You are reflecting your assumptions about you, your specific person, and the situation to that tarot reader. They then take that in, just like everyone's doing. It's what everyone does. They then take that in, and using the tarot cards and whatever comes up, whatever you're giving them, they parrot it back. Most people go to tarot readers, and guess what the tarot reader's telling them? Their fear. They're not coming back. I better give up. Because you're thinking it. Deep down somewhere you're thinking it. So forget what she said or he said. Fuck them. If you want them back, you can have them, darling, but you've got to change your thoughts about it. No. She's back. Her and I are in a beautiful, happy relationship. We are blissfully, happily married. Forget what the tarot reader said. I would not recommend going to tarot, guys, if it's going to make you feel worse. Only take from the tarot reading good information. Stuff that makes you feel better. The rest they said to you, throw it away. Oh, thanks, Leandro. Do you have a question, darling? Thank you for the presents. Leandro, do you have a question, darling? Or have I done it already? Hello, hi, Ryder. Good afternoon, M. Schutz. Alexis, you are so amazing. Oh, thank you so much. This has changed my life. Oh, I'm so pleased. Oh, guys, I tell you, because this shit took me ages to work it out. Oh, you're sending me so many gifts. Thank you so much. I feel so flattered. Do you know Agnes Vivarelli? Yes, I watched her. Now, I found her at the beginning of last year. No, the year before. I found her at the beginning of the year before, and I was watching her, Veronica Isles, and Shelley Bullard. And the three of them confused the fuck out of me, except for Shelley. Okay? Because Agnes uses law of attraction stuff like, what's her name? Esther Hicks. Then she mixes it in with law of assumption. Then she mixes it in with talking about you must be love, you must give love, and she talks about love all the time. Okay? And it confused the shit out of me because she's using too many people's opinions. You need to stick to one. Neville called it buy the pearl. You either know that you create your reality with your thoughts or you don't. You either accept that it's just your thoughts, not visualization, not the universe, not vibration, not the universe, not love, not anything else but your habitual thinking that's creating your reality, or you don't. You either accept that or you don't. If you're teaching a whole lot of things mixed in, it's very confusing because you're not accepting that that's your reality that you've created with your thoughts. You're saying, oh, it's my thoughts, but it's also my frequency, my vibration, the love I gave, that I'm not a giver, that I'm a taker. And she talks about all that shit. She's confused. Lovely lady, but she confuses her teachings, just like a lot of them. Okay, I just stick to one thing, which is your thoughts create your reality. There it always has, the end. Okay? This works. Yes, it does, darling. It always does. It's spiritual law. It can't be fucking changed. It's been working your whole life. Just look at your life and realize how fucked up you got it, and remember that you did that. You are the only cause. That's what Neville calls it. You are the only cause of your whole entire life. You think it first, it outpictures the end. So now start thinking different things and you'll outpicture different things, the things you want. Do you believe in zodiac sign compatibilities? I used to when I was younger. I'm a Virgo and I used to think, oh, I get along with Geminis and I this and that. I don't know, darling. Now that I know all this information, I think you can just get along with anyone. You can change anyone to be your soulmate, okay? Don't worry about that stuff because it'll stop you thinking you're going to get along or it's going to work. Hi, Loz. How different do you think your life would be if you hadn't manifested what you wanted? Oh, darling, my whole life was pretty shit before I discovered all this. Before I realised what I was doing wrong, my 43 years of life hasn't been highly successful until now. Trust me. So now I've discovered it. I wish I'd discovered this when I was 20. So you don't believe in religious faiths. Darling, you are all gods. And all faiths are simply adapting their teachings to what they know about God. Each faith has a God. They're all different gods, but it's all one God, isn't it? Isn't Allah and God and Jesus, isn't it one entity? Aren't we all from one thing? So I don't care what religion you are. It doesn't affect me in any way, and I don't care because we are all one, guys. We have God within us, all of us, whether it's Allah or something else. Okay, I was brought up in an Anglican school, but my parents weren't religious. I just happened to go to that school, and I used to sit in Bible class and question the fucking teacher, and he could never answer me. I said, well, how come Mary had a baby and she didn't? I don't understand. Didn't she just do that with her brain? Oh, no, God gave her the baby. Right, but I'm confused. But Jesus says we are all gods, so isn't she just God and she created the baby herself? And he couldn't answer me. Okay, and it used to confuse the shit out of me. And then when I discovered all Neville Goddard and him explaining the Bible properly from thousands of different ancient languages that Abdullah taught him, I understood the Bible and I was like, oh, I see what this book's about. The first book's about creation. How about that? It's saying you can do this too. Create your world in 7 days with your fucking mind that I gave you. Okay? Understand that all religions are doing is making you rely on them. You have to come to church and we'll tell you how to do this. No, darling, you don't need church. You just need you. You are all gods. When did you meet your spirit guides? I didn't, darling. I don't have a spirit guide. I have gone to psychics and been told that my grandparents are there and all that stuff. Can you talk about SATS if you know what that is? Okay, so SATS is the state akin to sleep. It's what Neville Goddard calls drifting off into a drowsiness, not necessarily meditation, okay, but just a bit drowsy where you're kind of drifting off to sleep. Maybe when you're waking up in the morning, you're in SATS. When you're going to sleep and you're drifting off, they're the two times when you're naturally in SATS. But you're kind of in it all day, like when you're staring off into space and you kind of not really think your brain's idle. That's kind of SATS as well. And what he says is your subconscious mind is way more open to new thoughts when you're in that state and to visualization. So it's good to get yourself in a drowsy state. And what he talked about was sitting in a chair and relaxing and just allowing yourself to feel a bit drowsy and then do your visualization. And it helps. It does help actually, guys, because you're turning your monkey brain off. It's like when you do a guided visualization, it's literally telling you to think about the breath. Think about the breath. Just stop your monkey mind from going overtime, your negative voices from talking. Okay? That's all SATS is. It's kind of getting in that. But instead of doing guided meditation, think about breathing, You get into that state and then you do your affirmations over and over and over again, or you think of your visualization, okay, darling? You seem like a very maternal person. I am, but I don't have any kids. But I did used to look after a lot of children, and children and I get along very well. Because I used to be a teacher, a high school teacher. You are an inspiration. Oh, thank you, darling. I'm going to dig deep into manifestation. I'm changing my life. Yes, you do that, Sandy. Thank you so much. There is an unborn child who is trying to communicate with you. Don't cut it off anymore. Oh, really? Are you psychic? Oh, good. I have been told that I have a child, darling. I went to a psychic before I moved to London, and she told me there was a boy waiting for me, a young boy. And then when I went to past life regression, instead of going into my past life, we did for a little bit, but it went into my future, and I was in a scene in the hospital where I'd had a C-section, or there'd been some complications, and there was a baby, and I had a baby. So I believe I will have a child. I can't wait. But thank you, darling. Tell me more. Dahlia Pock. How do you know that I've got an unborn child trying to communicate with me? How do you know that? Tell me. Absolutely. We're all made of the same love energy. Yes, darling. You give off very positive energy. Oh, do I? Oh, that's good. I used to be so fucking depressed. I can't believe that people would say that about me. Do you ever use music, binaural beats, or anything for meditation? No, I don't, darling. I don't, but some people do, and it says it helps them. So if it helps you, darling, it helps you. Can you manifest a time frame? Example, I want something in 1 month. How can I affirm it? So, darling, you can start saying, things come to me quickly and easily. What I want wants me. Everything is easy for me. Manifestation is easy. I'm a master at manifesting. If you start telling yourself you're good at this and you get things hella fast, it will start actually coming faster, because you're telling your subconscious mind, I want this shit fast. Wow, there's 46 people here. I've never had that many people. Hi, newbies. We're talking about manifestation. Ask your questions. So, yes, tell yourself you're doing it faster. Don't put a date on things if you can help it. It comes in its own appointed hour. But if you think you can do it by the date, really affirm. Really affirm a lot. Affirm when you wake up. Affirm when you're going to the toilet. Affirm in the shower. Affirm when you're going for a walk. Affirm when you're swimming. Affirm when your kids are talking to you and you're ignoring them. Affirm, affirm, affirm. Visualize all the time. Make it a priority if you want it to come quick. All right? What have I missed? Does SATS work well? Yes, darling, SATS do work, but some people they don't work for. It doesn't work for. Go and watch Joseph Ally on YouTube. He talks a lot about the state akin to sleep because he's very, very Neville-based. Where do I start with my spiritual journey? What should I research first? I have no idea, darling. I don't teach spirituality. I'm just talking about manifestation, but I do believe I'm spiritual. But just start realizing your thoughts create. That's it. How do you know if your assumptions have actually changed or if you're just lying to yourself? Darling, we're all lying to ourselves all day long. We're all being delusional in our minds when we're living in the end, or imagining the wish fulfilled is already here. We're all being delusional. So don't worry about feeling like you're lying or feeling you're delusional. Just know that it's happening. Do you trust me? Trust me and trust yourself. You've got to trust in your power, guys. I really recommend you start telling yourself every day that you are God's. That I am God and I create my reality. What I say goes. I run this shit. I'm a master at manifesting. Look what I did already. Look at all the stuff I did already. Thank you, Dahlia. Thank you. So start telling yourself that you have the power. I am motherfucking powerful. I am the operant power. It does not operate itself. I am doing this. Look at all the stuff I've already done. That will make you feel better about the time lag, about doubting yourself. Stop doubting, okay? Start looking at what you've already created and realize you're a fucking master at this already. What's your favourite manifesting method? Oh, thanks, Alice Marie. What's your favourite manifesting method, darling? Living in the end. Imagine the wish fulfilled. Imagine you already have it and live in your mind as if it's already done. That's it. Or say, I am that. I am a something student. I am married. That's the same thing. You're imagining you already are that. Oh, wow. Thank you, Nora Taylor. Nora, I'm getting all these gifts. It's so nice. Sent to secure the bag. What is secure the bag? Hello, greetings from Peru. Oh, my God, Peru. Amazing. Yes, I support Black Lives Matter, but all lives matter. It should be called, of course, Black Lives fucking matter. Can't believe it even has to be a thing. It makes me very sad that we even have to say Black Lives Matter. Of course they fucking do. They always did and always will. What's your favourite kid's name? Well, I'm an actor, so if I ever had kids, I'll probably name the poor things after Shakespearean characters. They'll be called Hamlet or something. No, I'm joking. But they'll probably be called Ophelia or something weird. Some weird age. You know how actors, arty-farty creative people give stupid names to their kids like Apple? I wouldn't do that, but you know what I mean. It'd be something weird. You're going to be so famous. Oh, thank you, darling. That is what my high school book said. All my friends like, can't wait till when you're famous. I'm like, and 43 years later, I'm like, where is it? And it's because I had too many negative thoughts about myself, darling. Even though I had the talent and I had the belief in myself deep down, my negative thoughts fucked my life up. So if you can have, be, and do anything you want, darling, all you need is self-belief. The people I know that are famous, and I know a few, they weren't talented. Well, Tim Minchin's very talented, but most of them aren't very talented. They've just got enormous self-belief. Enormous. That's what I'm trying to give you guys. Self-belief. Believe in yourself. You can do this. That's persistence. And you don't take no for an answer. They never took no for an answer. Persistence. Persist. Persist. That's what Neville says. Persistence is key. That's how people get famous. They audition and audition and audition and audition, and they don't give a shit what anyone tells them. Thank you. Next. And then they make it. How do I manifest my ex to reach out to me before his birthday comes? I really want to wish him happy birthday. Well, darling, really start affirming hard. Do this. Go hard on this shit. Really build up your self-concept, darling, if you've got a time frame. If I repeat, SP is texting me on a loop for several minutes, will that work? We haven't talked. Yes, darling, start saying he's constantly calling, texting me. She's constantly calling, texting me. She can't be without me. When they don't talk to me and see me, they don't feel right. Say it all the time. But also affirm for the relationship you want. We are happily together already. How do you know if you've impressed your subconscious successfully? Your biggest fan. Oh, thank you, darling. Actually, I answered one of your questions in a video. I have to post it. So, darling, you won't know. You'll know when it manifests. When it's out in your 3D reality, you'll be like, oh, I did that. That's kind of the only time you know. You've just got to trust me that you're saturating yourself enough. And you know how you know? Especially if you're doing self-concept and you're building yourself up, you'll start feeling better. You'll start feeling happier, more contented. Things won't bother you as much. The 3D not showing itself yet won't bother you as much because you know inside that you're powerful. You know inside that you can do this. And you know that what you're trying to manifest will come about because you have the fucking power. 48 people here. Wow. Have I missed anything? Hang on, I'm going down. So I need a bigger ego. Not a bigger ego, darling, but just believe in you. You've got to believe in you. Lack of self-belief is the great killer of lives, okay? If you don't believe in you, who's going to believe in you? Okay? Oh, thanks, Sarah, for the confetti. How do you affirm? Okay, so, and what was my favourite manifesting method? I'll answer both these questions, darling. Affirmations and visualization to live in the end. Imagine your wishes already fulfilled. Imagine you are the man or woman you want to be already. Guys, that's what I am means. I am a famous actor. I am everyone's favorite manifestation TikToker. Okay? I'm imagining it's already happened. I am happily married. That is stepping into the state of the person who has their wish fulfilled. That is what all manifestation, all conscious manifesting is stepping into the state of the person who has it already, guys. So do it as a visualization. Imagine your wedding day. Imagine your 10-year anniversary. Imagine your child's first birthday if you want a child. Imagine into the future. You live in the end of it. Then you affirm, I am happily married. John and I are happily married. I am everyone's favorite manifestation TikToker. Okay. So that's my answer. Do you have to feel any specific emotion when affirming? No, darling. Throughout the day, or just say it casually. Now, casual would be like this. John and I are happily married, John and I are happily married, John. I want you to do it with some conviction, okay? In the Bible it says, decree a thing and it shall be established unto thee. Oh, thank you, 99, Adam. I think I said your name right. It went too quick. Decree a thing, give it some oomph, some backbone, oh, thank you, Anna Patricia. It gives you, give it some meaning, okay, when you say these affirmations, guys. Don't do them mindlessly. Neville called that vain affirmations. He didn't believe in vain affirming. People say he didn't believe in affirming. That's not true. He just didn't believe in going, John and I happily married, John and I happily married, John and I happily married 55 by 5 times and just getting your hand hurting and worrying about needing to go to the toilet while you're doing it, okay? You've got to really concentrate on what you're saying. But you don't need to feel any fucking emotion. All the TikTokers on here and all the YouTubers telling you need to feel happy fucking don't even understand how their brain works. Because, guys, to feel happy, you first have to have a thought. To feel the feeling of happiness. John loves me. Oh, that makes me happy. The thought generates a feeling. So your thoughts create, not your fucking feelings. You don't have to feel anything, guys. Anyone who's telling you you need to feel joy or positiveness or any of this bullshit, don't have a clue what they're talking about, and tell them to come onto my live and argue with me, and I'll fucking tell them they're an idiot. Joseph Alai, yes, A-L-A-I is how you spell his name, darling. A-L-A-I. He's very good, but he's very dry. He's not the most interesting YouTuber to watch. He kind of goes on and on and on about Neville, but he's really good if you want to understand Neville. He's an excellent person to watch. You're amazing. I love your content. Oh, thank you, Helen. I'm having a hard time believing he wants me back. Well, darling, you've got to start believing this, okay? I know it's hard, but you just got to live in the end, all right, darling? Do circumstances matter? No, no circumstances matter, guys, because you create the circumstances. They could be on the other side of the world, doesn't matter. Okay? Look at all the people who've cured themselves of cancer. Did that circumstance matter? That they did it with their mind? No, the circumstance didn't matter. They didn't care what the doctor told them. They cured themselves, healed themselves in their mind, and then their body healed. The circumstances of them having cancer, they were the circumstances. They showed them on the scan, look, your liver is riddled with cancer. A year later, it isn't. That circumstance didn't matter. They used their mind, okay, darling? Circumstances you create. You create the circumstances with your thinking, and they outpicture in your 3D. That's what a circumstance is. You can change them. What have I missed, guys? I am happily married. Yes, tell yourself that, darling. Do you work as what? Wow, this is heavy stuff, Carl. Yes. I've been manifesting and affirming a specific job for 6 months every day. What am I doing wrong? Well, first of all, you're telling yourself you're doing it wrong, so stop doing that, darling. Okay, but what is the specific job you've been after for 6 months? Have you imagined that you have the job already? Have you stepped into the person who is the employee of that company? Are you saying, I am now a Google employee. I love working at Google. Have you imagined yourself at the desk at Google? Have you imagined yourself walking through the doors at Google? Have you imagined yourself with your Google Pass going ching to the door? Do all those things. Whatever the place is you want to work at, imagine you work there already, darling. Tell me what you're doing, and I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just saying you're doing it wrong. What's your favorite manifestation method? Live in the end. Imagine you already have it. Believe you have received it, and you will. That's what the Bible says. The Bible is about manifestation. Sorry, guys, it's not about Jesus. Jesus was just a man who did shit. He did magical shit. Why could he do that? Because he used his mind. He used source energy, God in him, infinite intelligence to create. That's what the book's trying to tell you you can do. I visualize working at my house. Okay, so that's what you're trying to do. Okay, so build your business. So, okay, so imagine whatever your business is. Say it's a niche jewelry business. I am the most popular jewelry maker on Etsy. I am the most popular web designer in San Francisco, wherever you live. Say that whatever it is you're doing from home, darling, you now are so successful at that. Wow, my business is booming. Okay, this is what you can do, guys, if you don't know what your business is yet. You don't know what to do. God, my business is booming. I've got so many clients I don't know what to do with myself. My business is booming. Money is flowing to me effortlessly and easily every day. My bank account is overflowing. My business is booming. Start saying that. Just say it over and over and over again. Affirm it. Even if you don't believe it, it'll start to happen. And that business will start to happen. Guys, I only started this account 2 weeks ago and 3 days. And look, and there's 44 people watching me. Now, why is that? Because I started saying about 3 days into doing this after I thought I might do a TikTok account. Or maybe last week I started saying, I am everyone's favorite manifestation TikToker. I'm the most loved manifestation TikToker. I'm the most popular, most watched manifestation and mental health TikToker. And now 40 people are watching me. I just saw a girl's live talking about manifestation. She had 11 people on it. And she's been here since December. My affirmation is working. You see what I'm saying? I am this. I am this already. Say that to yourself, darling, about your business. I'm doing everything you say now and feel good. And when I see her, she shows no interest. Well, darling, don't worry about the 3D. Your 3D reality is an old reflection of it's a reflection of your old thinking. So what you thought previously is just being echoed now in your 3D. It's an echo. Hello, 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 hello. I'm on this side of the room saying hello. And now the person over that side, your person, is hearing it. Okay? It takes time. 3D has to catch up. So that was your old assumptions that caused the reality you're now in. Now your new assumptions are going to create a new reality. Be patient. Stop reacting to the 3D. Stop looking at it. It's the divine timing when your mind finally accepts your manifestations. Well, darling, if you say so, yes. Okay, so the longer you take to accept it as true, the longer it will take. So yes, darling. Change the story. You're loved and respected. Your parents treat you with respect. Yes. What were you answering a question there that I didn't see? Sarah. Where is Sarah's question? Hang on, darling. I'm just going to scroll up, see if I see your question. If not, Sarah, if I can't find it, can you please post it again? Oh, here. Toxic parents and can't leave. Narcissistic family, what to do? Okay, I want you to read your question again. You're telling your subconscious mind, A, that your parents are Toxic. You're also telling yourself that you are stuck there. And you're saying that you have a narcissistic family. Whatever you claim someone to be, they will be. Toxic, narcissistic, you're trapped. You're telling yourself you're trapped. You're telling yourself you're in a toxic environment, and so it will continue to perpetuate as toxic and narcissistic. You can change a narcissist, guys. I have. My dad was narcissistic. I started imagining him as someone who didn't talk over me all the time, who wanted to hear what I had to say, who cared about me and called me a lot. He fucking sends me freaking Facebook funny videos every 5 minutes. Rings me all the time. Our relationship is thoroughly improved. He used to drive me crazy. He used to come over to London. We used to have giant fights. I used to go and sit in my car to get out of my house to get away from him and ring my mum. My mum would say, oh, have you had a fight with your father again? Okay? Because everything was about him and he could never say sorry. He can say sorry now. Okay? I saw him differently. I started seeing him as not a narcissist. I started seeing him as kind and loving and only saying kind things to me. That everything wasn't just about him. That he focused on me and made me a priority. And then he changed in my reality. You can change your family, darling. You've just got to imagine them differently. You've got to stop describing them as toxic and narcissistic. Imagine each family member as different. See them how you want them to be seen. When they turn up in your reality as the way they are now, don't react. Just go, okay, and I'm changing you. Think in my mind, I'm changing you. I'm living in the end of the mind, in my mind, where we all get along and you're not toxic anymore. I have a wonderful, loving family that all care about me. They listen to me and are kind and only say kind things to me. Start affirming that stuff, darling. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Did that help? Let me know. Hey, I've been manifesting something 5 months. Is it normal to take this long or should I give up? What have you been trying to manifest, darling? You don't give up, because the moment you give up is probably when it will come. Okay? So, guys, you're always manifesting. You've got to realize this. You've got to realize your power. A lot of you are doubting your power and therefore it's not coming. A lot of you are looking at the 3D and wondering where it is and that's why it's not coming. Live in the end in your mind, darling. Have you been doing that? Have you been imagining you are the man or woman you want to be? Have you imagined the wish fulfilled in your mind that it's already here? If you haven't been doing that and you've been looking at 3D and wondering, where is it? That's why. That's why it's taking so long, okay? And start stepping into your power and realizing every day that you are a master manifester. My manifestations are working. Yay! Say that. Love it. Change the story. Yes, change the story. That's a wonderful bit of advice there, darling. Who said that about changing the story about your family? You see what I'm saying about the family? When you change your story about people, guys, they change. When you change a story about you, you change. You're carrying around a story about yourself and your family your whole life. You need to rewrite it. That's why I'm saying you can do scripting and go in a journal, write what your family used to be like. Write the new story. Write what you used to be like. Write the new story of you. And then throw away the old story. You can't have the new story while the old story is still running. You can't be happily married and John loves me and only me and then think I'm unlovable, I'm not wanted. So I'm saying that's the old story that's killing your new manifestation coming. So I basically keep affirming till it manifests. Is that what you do? Yes, darling. Affirm, affirm, affirm until it hardens into fact. Persist, persist, persist until it hardens into fact. That's what Neville says. Persistence is key. Not letting go. Letting go is bullshit. You just let go of how it's going to come about. You don't worry about the how, but you persist in your affirmations, persist in your visualization, live in the end. 10 new messages. Oh, holy shit. What is your favorite manifestation method? Living in the end. Sometimes I miss my SP, then I don't. Does that mean my mind thinks I already have them? Yes, darling. When I started living in the end with my SP, I actually felt better, even when he wasn't here. Because I felt like he was here. And also, darling, remember, everyone's in you. We're all one. Talk to them. Baby, don't you miss me? You miss me so much, don't you? And he says, I miss you so much when you're away. You love me, don't you? I'm here. I'm always here. Talk to them as if they're here. No, you should not give up. Yes, exactly. Or am I just moving on? Darling, if you want to move on, you can, but you don't have to. Any more questions, guys? Well, it's Tuesday here. Oh, yes, it's Wednesday where I am, is it? What day is it? Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning and it's Tuesday night where you are, guys. If I'm afraid to reach out to him, is this living in the end of rejection and fear? Yes, darling. If you're afraid to reach out to him, don't. Because if you're coming from a state of rejection and fear, then they will reject you. That's how this shit works. Imagine they contact you. Affirm you have clarity and your thoughts are pure. You absolutely know what you're doing. Hi, white purification. You know what you're talking about. Renee Potter, where is this? I'm so confused about what and where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what I need to manifest. Okay, darling, all you need is you. Your mind manifests all day long without you realizing it. Your dominant habitual thinking out pictures into the world. Go and have an uncritical assessment of yourself and think, what do I think about myself all day? What are the shitty negative thoughts I've had my whole life? They're manifesting your world. Okay? So if you're confused about where you're supposed to be, just imagine your life is great. Don't even think, if you're worried about what my career should be, you're lost, just say everything is working out for me. Everything always works in my favor. I love my life. Okay, I love my new career. You don't even have to know what it is. Isn't it wonderful? My life is so great. Isn't it great that things are working out for me? Isn't it motherfucking wonderful? Neville says, say, isn't it wonderful? You don't know what's wonderful. You just know everything's wonderful. You just keep saying it. Okay, darling, does that help? So if you don't know what you need to manifest, just start saying your life is great. And then your life will start being great. And then you might realize what your career needs to be or where you need to go or where you need to move to. Okay, things will start to move to tell you what to do. Do you recommend meditation? Look, if guided meditation makes your monkey mind turn off, great. If meditation helps you, great, guys. But getting into the state akin to sleep is what Neville calls it, just drowsiness. It can help with the visualization, but you don't need to actually meditate. Should we say it out loud or say it in our head? Both, darling, doesn't matter, but lots of people say saying it in your head is better because you're literally replacing the thinking that's already there. So try and do it in your head if you can. But I talk out loud and do mine out loud. I can't help myself. And mine still work. Can I affirm that I'm eating all the food I want and still losing weight? Will it come true? Yes, darling. You decide. You decide. That is just a placebo, whatever you're doing. Okay? If I put retinol on my skin, yeah, it might be helping my skin, but I tell my skin while I'm putting that product on my skin that I'm getting younger. Okay? So say, everything I eat just keeps me thin. I can eat whatever I want and not get fat. Start affirming that. You remind me of the actress Sally Phillips. Oh, Sally Phillips, she's the British one, the actress, the comedy actress is in like 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Are you talking about her? I think I know who you're talking about. I love her. How long does it normally take to see results, darling? As long as you take to convince your subconscious mind that it's true. The more you look around, see if it's coming, the slower it will be. It comes in its own appointed hour. Okay? If it's not, even if it's not scientifically possible, if what's not scientifically possible, darling, I need your... Can I affirm that I'm eating all the food I want and not lose weight? Yes, darling, everything, your mind runs your body. So start telling your mind that you're thin. Start telling your mind that all the food you eat just is not fattening. How can we control negative thoughts or create conflict with my manifestation? Darling, you don't need to control the negative thoughts. That's impossible. They're always going to be there. You just have to replace them now and then they'll start going away. But you can't like control them. You can't stop them from coming. You can just say when they pop in your mind, shut up. Or go sit in the corner and eat a cookie. Or thank you for your input, but I don't need this anymore. You're not helping me. Okay, tell it off. Then replace your negative thought with a good new affirmation all the time that it pops in. I am unwanted. No, everyone wants me and loves me. I am always loved and always wanted. I always have been. Okay, whenever that thought pops up, you say the opposite. 37 people. Hi, guys. How do you stop looking around? I check my emails for a job offer, but if I don't check, I won't know. Well, yeah. I mean, you have to do things in the 3D sometimes. Check you actually got the job. You have to check your emails. You can't just sit in your house and be like... You have to go and check your emails. But just imagine when you're checking your emails that the email's already there. Oh, have anticipation that when you go to that email that day that you've already got the job. The job offer is there. And if it's not there, think that the next day and the next day until it appears. Any more questions, guys? Hi, all these people are being atted. Are you sending this to people, are you, darling? Is that what that is? I've only been on TikTok for 2 weeks. I don't know how the fuck to use this thing. I accidentally muted someone yesterday. Didn't know how to unmute them. Can you manifest for someone else? Yes, darling, I manifest for my 19-year-old cat to be healthy. I manifest for my best friend not to be depressed. I manifested for my ex not to be an alcoholic. You can do it whatever you like for people. You have very good teeth. What toothpaste do you use? I had my teeth whitened in the 90s. Maybe that's what it is, darling. But thank you. Because why did you tag my name? I don't know why people are doing that. Maybe someone's trying to get you to go to their account. I have no idea. What stops affirmations from working? Your doubt, darling. Your doubt that you can do this. Your doubt that you're powerful. Your doubt that it will come. Doubt is the devil. Neville calls doubt the literal devil. Stop doubting yourself. That's a great way of thinking that for the job offer. I think of the lack instead of the positive. Yes, darling, you don't have to be positive. Just think, oh yeah, I've already got the job. Of course they're going to hire me. They loved me. God, when I went to that interview, they fucking loved me. Can I manifest 150 million? Well, darling, if you think you can, you can. I don't make the rules, you do. I love your live and your videos. You have helped me so much. Oh, you're so welcome, darling. I don't know how to say your name. DJ Wood Diddy. You have to tell me how to say your name. I don't even know why I'm asking. I don't even know why I'm asking, lol. What you can't? I don't even know why I'm asking. Okay, so say you can, darling. My ex would vape. Hang on, I've got to read this. My ex would vape and I manifest him to quit, and he told me he's trying to stop. Exactly. Exactly, darling. Something you don't like about someone, just decide they don't like it anymore. I'm affirming to get signed to a specific modelling agency. It's been a month, but I'm not giving up. Darling, don't even worry about that agency. Just say, I am a famous model. Everyone wants to hire me. I'm so overrun with work. And then the agency will come. It might not even be that agency, darling. You might be, thinking of some shitty agency in your town, and then Ford rings you up. Would you refuse Ford because you're focusing on the shitty agency in, Poughkeepsie? What I'm saying is, focus on just being the model already, the successful model already. Don't worry about how it's going to come about. You could have someone walk in the street and be a model scout and hire you. Someone could put you in a music video and then you become a model somewhere. You don't know how it's going to happen, darling, all right? So don't worry about the actual agency. Just say, I am a successful model. I am the most famous model in the world. What's some really powerful SP affirmations? Name, John, and I are happily married. We have always been in the most loving, perfect relationship. We have always had a perfect relationship. Always, guys, implies it's always been like that. It's never gone wrong. You never split up. Okay, that's very powerful, saying always. Living in the end of your mind. John loves being my boyfriend. He loves me so much. He loves every little thing about me. He's constantly calling and texting me. He is so obsessed with me. Now, some people say don't say obsessed, but I say obsessed because I like the word obsessed. I like the idea of someone being obsessed with me. If you have bad meaning to obsessed, don't say obsessed, but obsession is a good one too. Can you manifest some money ASAP? Manifest you some money? Well, darling, you do it. You can do it. You're so powerful. You are all powerful. Girl, when you were live, I drop kick everything to watch you. This is important information for us. Oh, thank you, Sienna3030. That's so kind of you. I've only been going live for bloody 3 days or whatever, 4 days. My 4th day. I'm so glad you're joining me. Can I make anyone my soulmate? Yes, darling. Just with your thoughts. Imagine that they are. Oh, my God, thank you. You're so welcome. Oh, thank you, Mary Brown Sugar. I love you too. I love you guys for joining me. You probably have more doubt about him reaching out. Yeah, don't have doubt about people reaching out, guys. Doubt will kill it. Is it bad to say that my manifestation is taking a while? Well, stop saying it's taking too long, darling. That's why it's taken so long. You're telling your subconscious mind, take long, take long, take longer. It doesn't know what you want. It just hears you. I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat. Oh, okay, you're fat. We'll make you more fat. It's taking a long time. Oh, okay, you want taking long. It doesn't know the difference, guys. It just hears your thoughts. Don't stop going live. Oh, okay, I won't. I'm sure I'm the same way. We work on this together. Yes, darling, let's all work on this together. Guys, do join my Manifest Live with Loz Facebook group. I do save all these lives in there because you can't watch a replay on TikTok. So I'm adding slowly while I'm downloading into my phone 2-hour, 3-hour lives, them into the Facebook group. So it's a private group. Your friends won't know you're there and won't see you asking questions or commenting on videos, but you can watch all the lives back. And a lot of your questions may have been answered already, guys. Okay, and then I might start doing Zooms in there and all kinds of stuff. You're right. Don't stop going live. Okay. I'm so happy I found your channel. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Anna Patricia. We are manifesting you being live. Yes, you are. The more you say go live, the more I'll go live. I like your hair. It's very beachy. Oh, thanks. You know why it's a bit beachy? Because I started affirming I have wavy hair. Now, my hair's normally straight, but in last 3 weeks, my hair's gone wavy. Because I keep saying, I have wavy, voluminous hair. I have wavy, voluminous hair. My hair started, I just get out the shower and go like this a bit. And it goes wavy and kind of curly. If I just come straight out the shower, I was last night, look at my live from last night when I posted it, my hair's like this. Because I've just scrunched it a little bit. I used to scrunch it like that all the time, didn't do shit. Now it does, because I'm telling my mind, oh, my hair's curly. It goes, oh, you have wavy hair? Yeah, sure, I'll give you wavy hair. For the people here, I used to model without applying. I entered the film industry in the same way. Yes, darling. Okay, so how did you do that? You used to imagine you were already a model? You used to imagine you were already an actor? Excellent. You lived in the end. Why is there many manifesting coaches that don't believe in manifesting an SP? Because they're idiots. Okay, they're thinking that there's free will and that someone has free will. Sorry, but first of all, I'll say this about free will. When people don't understand that no one in your reality has free will, they are literally only reflecting your thoughts. So if I imagine I'm a piece of shit, everyone will start treating me like that. They don't have the will to change that. All they can do is reflect you, what you think about you. They don't have any choice. This is how this works, guys. It's literal telepathy that goes out to people and they reflect it. It's how the mind works. So if you want to manifest your ex back, they're going to reflect what you're thinking. So if you were thinking in the breakup, I'm a piece of shit, they don't love me, and it fell apart, well, what's wrong with you now thinking better thoughts and them coming back? They loved you anyway. They wanted you in the beginning. You were together at some point. They clearly wanted you. So what's wrong with undoing all the shit that you did to cause the breakup and then them coming back? There's nothing wrong with that, guys. Anyone who tells you that's an idiot. Manifestation is meant to be a bit selfish because it is for us. Darling, don't feel like you're being selfish. You're just creating the life you want. What is wrong with that? After years, I learned how to manifest. Yay, you learned how to manifest years ago. Good on you. Can I make my hair darker? Yes, darling, of course you can. Start saying, oh, my hair, I love how dark my hair is. Then start imagining people saying, Christy, have you dyed your hair? Your hair's got dark. Manifest, yes, darling, follow me, guys. Follow me if you haven't already because I go live randomly. Positive thoughts are amazing, but be kind, guys. Yes, darling. You don't need positive energy. You don't need to feel positive. Just replace your negative thoughts with positive ones, guys. That's all you need. It almost feels illegal to know these things. I feel like I'm owning my life right now. Yes, darling. Look, I felt the reason why I was depressed and anxious for most of my life is I felt my life was out of my control. That's the feeling of anxiety. You're worried about the future because you can't control it. Depression is thinking about the past and feeling like you can't control what happened. Well, first of all, you can change the past with revision. I learned that. And secondly, I don't have to be anxious about the future anymore because I'm creating it. When you know this, guys, when you learn this, it's so fucking empowering. You realize you created everything already and you can keep doing it now, but do what you want. And you are in control. You are the operant power. That's what Neville calls it. You are operating the power within you, but everyone in the world is asleep mostly and doesn't know that they've got this power and they're using it unwisely. Now you're just going to use it wisely, guys. It's all this is. It's all manifestation is. Manifestation literally means just out-picturing something into the world. You're doing it all day long anyway. I'm going through a depressive episode, but I'm affirming and getting better. It really does work. Darling, trust me when I say that manifestation and knowing about my mind and flipping my negative thoughts into positive ones with affirmations has helped me more than years and years of therapy. The how is what I struggle with. Okay. Darling, you can't possibly know the how. I told a story on my live last night. Go and watch it about how I met my specific person and all the steps it had to take from me moving from England because my mum got Alzheimer's, to me finding out, having a fight with my best friend, to getting back together with my ex, to getting into plants because I killed my best friend's plant that she bought me, to then being into plants and wanting to build a veggie garden, to me then needing grass clippings for my garden, for me to be woken up one morning to go across the road to ask a person for their grass clippings, and that's now my person. I didn't know all those steps to meet my specific person. All I said was the week before, I want someone who treats me beautifully. I'm with a man who treats me beautifully, and the next week he was outside my fucking door. But I didn't know all those steps to get there. I couldn't possibly have worked that how out. His ways are past finding out, guys. You've got to realize this and not worry about the how. Because you could say it's one way and it comes about another way. If you want $1 million and you're concentrating on the lottery, but someone dies in your family and gives you $1 million, you're going to say, oh, sorry, I don't want that. I'm relying on the lottery. I'm just waiting for the lottery. But thank you. Of course you're not. Doesn't matter how it comes about. It just matters what you want. No, I'm not married, darling. By the way, darling, stay humble. Yes. I mean, you can stay humble if you like, or you can be arrogant. Doesn't really matter. Who cares? Just matters what you think of you, guys. Anna Patricia, what do you mean? I don't know. What's the question? I lost my child. How do I stay positive and manifest happiness after it? Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Well, okay, you can believe me or not, but we are all spirit, okay? So that child is still here. Look at the amount of mediums who talk to people about their miscarriages, and the child is with the grandparents and the parents who've died up in wherever around. They were holding those children. And they'll say it in front of other people, and they'll say, you have 2 children. And they'll say, no, I've just got 1. They go, no, 1 died. And their spouse is sitting there going, oh, because they're the only person who knew about the miscarriage. Now, how did that medium know? Because that child is still around, darling. They are still here. Trust me when I say that, okay? Spirit doesn't go anywhere. Nothing is created nor destroyed. You don't go anywhere, just your meat goes away, okay? That child is still here. Talk to it as if it was still here. And now imagine you are a mum or a dad, and you are a happy parent. I love being a parent. It's the greatest experience I've ever had in my life, okay? And imagine your child in the future. But just imagine being a parent now, darling, and that child will come. Trust me on this, okay? Because that's really hard. Subliminals are changing my eye colour. I had black eyes, now they look honey. Really? Wow, what subliminal was that? Can I manifest a text I want to hear but not visualise specifically what it will say? A text you want to hear. How are you going to hear the text that you read it? I'm confused by that question. Write it again, darling. Any more questions? How come these types of topics are now so available for all? What changed? The internet. Guys, having accounts like this where you can do videos just on your phone. When I was growing up, there was no such thing as Twitter, Facebook, nothing. I grew up in the 90s. This didn't exist. You had to rely on newspapers, television, radio for your information. Now, everyone in the world can emanate information just from their living room on their phone with a video. It is the great democratizer because anyone can talk. And if I have gone and acquired knowledge, but I'm not a psychologist, I can give you information. Now, you can choose to believe what I say or not. But I'm a nobody. What do I know? But I'm putting videos out there and you're choosing with your choice to watch it. It's like the way producers used to rely on, everyone used to rely on a producer to produce their television show or movie. They were the power, okay, the Harvey Weinsteins. Now the power is with the people. They can follow a Justin Bieber or someone or an Addison Rae or whatever on their account and make them famous, and then the producer has to hire them because the internet made them popular. Those people in power don't have power anymore. Those newspapers don't have power anymore. How many people buy a newspaper now? Physically, not very many. They're using the internet. So now all this information about law of attraction came out from The Secret in the 2000s, and now even more information is coming out about Neville Goddard and law of assumption because YouTube allowed his videos to be there. And more people uploaded his lectures from the 60s and 50s and 40s, and people are listening to them. And then they're like, what is this information? How come I never heard this before? Well, you couldn't hear it before because you didn't have YouTube. Okay, so the reason why this is all coming out now, why we're realizing this, guys, is because we're realizing we create our reality with our thoughts. We realize we can go and get medical information and go against what the doctor told us and cure ourselves. Okay? Because the internet is there with all this information. Now, there's a lot of misinformation. You've got to decipher which is the right information, the wrong information, what resonates for you. But that is why, darling, that's why there's so much talk about this. And I swear to you, the 1% of the world knew this for a very long time. They just weren't telling you. School is there to kill your imagination. Now you're going to use your imagination for good, to create the life you want. That's so amazing, the power we have. Yes, darling, it is. And just remember, anyone can make an account and start talking about stuff. I'm a nobody. Hello, this is Lily's. Oh, someone's commented on my video. Thank you, Melissa Hobbs. Hello, this is Lily. Sending strongly someone, does it mean they're sending to you too? Sensing. Oh, you're sensing someone. Do you mean a spirit, or you mean you're trying to think about them and they'll think about you? Darling, if you're thinking about them, they'll think about you. That's how this works. It's like telepathy. I tried visualizing, but I can't. When I close my eyes, it's just all black. Well, darling, don't worry. Your mind, your subconscious mind thinks in pictures anyway. So even if you think you're not visualizing and you're just affirming and saying, I'm happily married, your mind will think of a vision. If you think of your specific person's name, they're going to picture them without you even realizing. So don't worry about it. If your eyes just go, if visualization doesn't work for you guys, just use affirmations. Sometimes visualization doesn't work for people. You can hear what someone says to you. You can do the telephone technique and imagine someone saying something to you. You can imagine someone's smell. You can imagine touching something. You don't need the visuals, okay? What is your Facebook group? It's called Manifest Live with Loz. The link is in my TikTok bio, but it doesn't seem to go straight to the page. It goes to some weird like login for Facebook. But just type in Manifest Live with Loz, guys, and I'm going to put all these lives in there. Please don't forget to make a video about the books we can read. Yes, I will, darling. Is it better to say it out loud or think about it? Thinking about it is probably better, but I say it out loud, doesn't matter. I'm just going to scroll up, see what I've missed. Watching you changes my whole day and I feel more positive, and tomorrow he will start wanting me. Oh, darling, thank you. Look, yes, if I'm making you feel more positive, good. MySpace. You don't remember MySpace? Oh, yeah, we had MySpace. Did I even have a MySpace account? I think I did, but everyone just put music on there and stuff back in my day, so it wasn't really like Facebook. I remember, thanks, Anna Patricia. I joined Facebook in 2007 when it started, or when it came to Australia. I think it started in 2006. And it was like this revelation, like, I can talk to my friends in Perth from Sydney. Like, it was just crazy. You're like, oh, wow. So funny. Now you think, you know, there's so many mediums to talk to people through. It's crazy. And we never had cameras in our phones. I remember someone said that to me. A roommate I used to have in London, he said, one day there'll be cameras in people's phones. And I was like, you think? Wow. And he meant like to take photos. He didn't even mean video. But that's how old I am, guys. Lauren, I think. What are you asking? What are you saying, Lauren? I think, yes, my name's Lauren. Is Loz short for Loz? Yeah, Loz is short for Lauren. So when I comment on my Facebook page, guys, and post the videos, I'm called Lauren Steenholt. That's my name. I might change it to Loz so people understand that that's me. Yes, darling, I've manifested my SP, manifested him away and back again. Manifested my ex back. Didn't want him. I keep imagining my specific person asking me to move in with them, and then they did. I accidentally manifested it. Yay! Wow. So you're imagining him or her saying it, or you living together? What did you do? Tell us. That's fascinating. Well done. You're a master at this. Thank you for sharing all this. You're welcome, darling. Any more questions? When I affirm my SP to think about me, yes, he'll think about not immediately. They might not immediately think about you. What time is it in Perth? It is 11:32 a.m. We're in the arse end of the world, guys. We're in the middle of nowhere with no COVID. I keep seeing signs like seeing his name, seeing angel numbers, seeing him in dreams. Is that a sign? Well, darling, you decide what the signs mean. You decide if it's a sign. I could see the same 11:11 means nothing to me, but to you it means something. So you give the meaning. If you want to give that good meaning, start giving good meaning. Start saying, that means he's coming. Do you journal? I do have a journal. Actually, I should bring out my journal. It's got inner voices written on the front. A friend of mine gave it to me because we got into manifestation years ago, her and I, this friend and I, and she gave me this hilarious journal on the front. It says inner voices. I think it's so cool. I do sometimes, I did for a while, a couple of months ago, quite heavily write stuff down until I really realized I had to start thinking it as well. People like you make TikTok the best place to find meaning and so many things. Once again, thank you. You're very welcome. I find the community on here so friendly. Everyone on the lives has been so lovely. Everyone in my comments has been so lovely. What is with this community? Why is it so nice? Is it because you're all young? I don't know. Because Instagram people can be mean, and YouTube people can be mean, and Facebook people pain in the ass. Yes, bring it out. Lol. Bring what out? My journal? Well, I'll have to go all the way into my bedroom to get it. How long has it taken for you to personally make your manifestations happen? Well, look, sometimes, guys, I do things straight away. Like I was saying yesterday in one of my lives, like if I'm on an aeroplane, you know how they give you, in economy, you just get given 2 choices of dinner? If you're at the back of the plane, you normally don't get your choice. So they'll say, chicken or fish, chicken or fish, chicken or fish. They'll get to you. Oh, we only have fish. And you'll go, I would like chicken, please. Oh, we don't have chicken. I would like the chicken, please. That's what I do. They go, I'll see what I can do. They go out the back, they find me chicken. I don't take no for a fucking answer. Okay? I want what I want. I didn't want the fish. I do it all the time, guys. Someone tells you you can't have something. Someone tells you no. You hear them saying something different. I did it with my cat when she was sick. My vet was trying to tell me my cat had cancer and to put her down. And I went, really? Can you take her out the back and do a biopsy of that lump that's on her back for me, please? And she went, I don't think there's any point. I said, Sophie, I just really want you to do it. She went out the back and I was crying my eyes out and I was affirming, it's just a cyst. She's going to come out and say, it's just a cyst, it's just a cyst, it's just a cyst, it's just a cyst. I did it for about 3 minutes. She came out with this big needle full of fluid. She goes, oh, look, it's just a cyst. Look, it's just a cyst. It's just clear fluid. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. You can take her home. I did that in 3 minutes. Guys, you've got to use this. Use it all the time. It's not just sitting and meditating and thinking of a visualization. You can do it all day long. All day long. Tell people what you want them to say. Can I manifest 2 people into my life at the same time? Yes, darling. I manifested my SP and my ex. Accidentally. How long has it taken for you personally to make your manifestation? Oh, okay, well, that's one. I'm glad I found you. Oh, you're welcome, Renee. I didn't know it was manifesting, but I used to find parking spaces all the time. I always was so sure. I do that exact same thing. My mum used to do it. My mum used to say, I'm so arsey with parking. Arsey is some Australian saying for saying good with it. And she would say that all the time. I'm so arsey with parking. And whenever we went anywhere, my mum always got a parking spot. And so I learnt that from her. So whenever I try and find parking, I just assume I'm going to find one. Of course I find a parking spot. I always find parking spots. I will go out in the city with my friend. We will sit there for half an hour waiting for other people. They'll come in all stressed. Oh, God, took me fucking half an hour to find a parking spot. And we've been sitting there for half an hour. Because the more they can't find one, the more they assume they won't find one. And I keep assuming I'm going to find one every time. Works every time. Me too. I'm so good at manifesting parking in the front. Yes, right in the front. That's really good. Parking in the front. I'll tell you a funny story about a guy I know who parked in the front of Warner Brothers or whatever the place he was auditioning. He's quite a famous actor now. And he put his bicycle right out the front and he was meeting Steven Spielberg. Was it Steven Spielberg? Yeah. He put his bicycle in Steven Spielberg's parking spot without realising, put it right out the front. Steven Spielberg came in the office. Who the fuck parked in my parking spot? I've just been driving around for ages trying to find a parking spot. Whoever that is, you eliminate them from the building. He didn't get his audition. He shouldn't have parked out the front. I want them to reach out for their birthday. Well, darling, keep affirming. Can you manifest someone leaving your SP so they return to you? Okay, we've spoken about third parties a lot in some of the lives, darling. So go to my Facebook and watch the lives because lots of people are asking about a third party or another person. Third party just means another person, okay? So what I say is this. When you give the third party energy, when you think about them, when you're thinking about them, you're giving them energy and you're keeping them alive in your reality. If you can stop thinking about them, put them out of your mind, do it if you can. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes they're a baby mama. Sometimes you work with them. Sometimes you live with them. Sometimes you see them on their socials. First of all, stop looking at their socials. If they're with them and it affects you and it triggers you, stop looking at that, okay? Secondly, start just affirming for you and the person to be together, not for the other person to go away. You can start saying the third party goes away, they're repulsed by them, they find someone else, they're sick of them now, okay? You can do that. But what will happen if you do that, they might leave your SP but go with someone else. And your SP leaves them and goes with someone that's not you. You need to affirm that they're with you now, darling. We are in a happy, loving relationship. John loves me so much. We have always had the perfect relationship. John and I are happily married. Affirm for him with you or her with you, not about the third party, okay, guys? And do my third party meditation. There's a lovely meditation with a blue filter on it and smoke. And I'm saying, I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose. Okay, do those affirmations. They're third party affirmations. It's saying, you can't replace me, motherfucker. I am too important to lose. You lose me, you lose. Use those. Do them over and over and over again. Okay, thank you. I sure can. Perfect. Good, Megan. John, don't love you. Oh, that's nice. If I say he does, he does. Can I manifest that no girls will talk to him or want him? Yes, darling. You can if you want. You can make any affirmations up that you want, guys. This is what this is. Any more questions? Hang on, one more question. Rock Lee joined. Hi. Guys, please do join my account because if you follow me, you'll know when I go live because I do it randomly, okay? And sometimes I'm on here for 3 freaking hours. I promise. Well, darling, don't bring your hate in here. User 807, whatever your name is. No one needs it. Go and take your hate somewhere else. Any more questions, guys, about manifestation or getting rid of negative thinking or depression or anxiety and all the things that I bang on about? 36 people in here. Hi, guys. How to get rid of doubt. Okay, doubt is the devil. Okay, whenever you doubt yourself, darling, start trying to do things to make things happen. Like, affirm that someone is going to do something, say something to you. Someone in my reality is going to say howdy to me. They're going to say flippity-gibbet. They're going to say some weird word they don't normally say. Someone in your reality is going to wear a shirt colour they don't normally wear. They're going to give you a gift. Imagine someone brings you Burger King or a coffee, something, okay? And then when you start seeing them doing it, you'll think, fuck, I am so powerful. I just did that. then you won't doubt yourself, darling, because you'll realize you're doing this all day long, and you'll realize you manifested really small things, so you can manifest the big thing like your SP. Okay? Is reality just whatever we want? Yes, darling, you create your own reality. Just think of it this way. Someone has a certain situation that happens in their reality, and someone else has the same situation, and the way they react to it is different. Like a tragedy. Someone, the way they thought about that tragedy, the same tragedy that happened to two people, they have two different lives because of it. Because this person thought these thoughts about it, and this person thought these thoughts about it, and their reality is formed by those thoughts they had about that thing that happened to them. Okay, say if you got in a terrorist incident in London on the tube. Okay, one person's legs got blown up, and another person's legs got blown off. This person got depressed and stayed in a state of depression for the rest of their lives and thought their life was over. And this person became an advocate for anti-terrorism, talked about positivity, changed their entire life because of that incident. Same incident, different thinking. Okay, this is how this works, guys. It's the way you think about you, other people in the world that creates your reality, not the incident, not the circumstances. Do you understand? Because that has happened. There's a wonderful girl, and I suggest you follow her just for inspiration. And her name is Katie Piper. Katie Piper? And she went on a blind date with a guy on the internet. They went out on a few dates, and she didn't like him. And she said, oh, look, and split up with him, or just said, no, I don't want another date. One day, he messaged her and said, could you go downstairs? I've got something for you. She went downstairs. I think this is what the story is. And someone that he had hired threw acid in her face. Now, this girl was model look. She was absolutely stunning. She has had to go through thousands of operations to repair her face. Her entire face melted off, guys. Her nose, everything. Because of that incident, she is now famous. Now, if that terrible, horrible fucking incident hadn't happened to her, she wouldn't be where she is now. She has about 4 million Instagram followers. She's an advocate for all these mental health groups. She's so popular, so loved because of the way she thought about that incident. Now, she could have changed her whole thinking and sat in a room and gone, oh my God, I'm like the elephant man. I'm so ugly. No one wants to see my ugly face, and changed her life into that life. Her reality is different because the way she thought about that incident. She picked herself up. She gave her negative thoughts positive thoughts, and she is now famous and one of the most loved people, I think, in England on Instagram because of how inspirational she is. Go and look at her. Katie Piper. I noticed I manifest my signs more than my desires, so I'm manifesting my XP texting me as a sign. Darling, stop asking for signs because all you're manifesting is the fucking signs. So start manifesting your SP instead. Stop asking for the signs. You are so interesting. Well, thank you, Lewis. It's like we're the genie. Oh, my God. Yes, darling. You're just rubbing your own bottle, okay, with your thoughts. Really. So we are all in different realities. In someone's reality, they are president. Yes. Okay, so listen, this is how this works, guys. It's called parallel realities. And I don't really understand how to explain it properly except to say this. I'm in mine, you're in yours, someone else is in theirs. You could be with your SP in this reality, and in their reality, they're with someone else. I think this is how this works. It's like bowling lanes. I'm bowling in mine, you're bowling in yours. Everyone's creating their own reality. It's really hard to get your head around, but it's quantum physics. Quantum meaning lots. I think that's what quantum means. Someone correct me. It is scientific fact that there are many realities. It's quantum physics, guys. Any more questions, guys? I'm just learning to manifest. It's amazing. Fucking rude. What a name. What a TikTok name you've got. Yay, I'm glad you're learning. Do gratitude diaries work? Well, darling, listen. I did just a video recently about, should I say I'm happy and grateful now that such and such and I are back together. Gratitude is wonderful for making you feel positive and making you feel emotions that feel better about your life. I used to do a gratitude journal years ago, and it did help me. It made me feel good about, I shouldn't be depressed because I've got air to breathe and food to eat, and I've got my family, and my parents are still alive. My grandparents are still alive when they were, and it made me feel better. However, gratitude isn't actually necessary for manifesting. Okay, you don't have to feel grateful for it to come. Do you understand? Just assume you already have it. Assume you are the man or woman you want to be. Assume the wish fulfilled. Assume it's here already. You don't need gratitude, okay, darling? The multiverse. Yes, it's a multiverse, isn't it? Not the universe. The universe is just air. Watch Sammy Ingram on YouTube. I do. I'm in her group. She is great at this as well. I learned heaps from Sammy, actually. I discovered her after I talked to the other people I talked about before, about AEST and all these other people. I discovered Sammy, and I was like, oh, affirmations, because I had learned, Sammy and I were actually in the same Neville Goddard Facebook group many years ago, learning about Neville at the same time, probably about 2017. And I learned a lot from that group, but that group didn't believe in affirmations. And then when I discovered Sammy, she really taught me how affirming works. So she's an excellent YouTuber, guys. Go and watch her. She's very good. I feel that a bit of action will get him to come back. Should I reach out, darling? If you reach out and you're coming from a place of rejection, it'll all go to shit. If you're going to reach out, you have to do it with absolute confidence of how they're going to react. That they're going to react lovingly. You don't need to reach out. You don't need to take action for things to happen. Did I have to go on Tinder to meet my SP? No, I literally just walked out my front door and he was there. Okay, you don't have to take action, guys. She's the only one I trust too. Everyone else lies and I believe them. You talking about Sammy? Do you watch Kim Velez? I discovered Kim before Sammy and I did like her. Then I went back and watched her old videos and realised her old videos are really confused and she's confusing a whole lot of vibration and LOA shit. So don't watch her old videos because she was working stuff out and her old videos don't make any fucking sense. Her newer videos do, say in the last 4 or 5 months, and I did watch her. However, she argues with people and it annoys me. She argued with me on her group because I help a lot of people in her Facebook group and she argued with me once. I thought, what are you arguing with me for? But I like her. Her video is excellent. And she's based on law of assumption, okay? Her video is very good. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She just argues with people. Sammy does too. But yeah, Kim Velez, Shelley Bullard, although she talks about feelings a lot. Create Your Future, Pluto's Gate, Sammy Ingram. They're the channels I would watch, guys. Do you believe in time travelers? I don't know. I can go back and change the past with revision. Is that time traveling? I don't know. Time is an illusion, guys. It's just a man-made thing. Oh my God, I love you. Great attitude. Oh, thank you, darling. Manifesting with Kimberly. I don't know that one. Never heard of her. I agree about Kim. She's gotten better, though. Yeah, she's learning more. Like we all are. We've all learned from each other. I'm not going to say, don't go and watch this person or go and watch that person. They're all going to give you different information. And you might resonate with them and not with me. Or resonate with Sammy and not with Caleb or whatever. I love Caleb at Pluto's Gate. I love Amanda and all her coaches at Create Your Future, especially Katie and Arnie. They're excellent about specific people stuff. Okay. What about karma? Doesn't that come without manifesting? I don't believe in karma, darling, but if you believe in it, it'll be true for you. Revise. Yes, darling. So how you change the past is revision. This is what Neville called revision. I did a video on this the other night. I think it's the one with I've got a white t-shirt on. It's in my Facebook group. I go in depth about revision and I will do a course on this, guys, because Neville Goddard says that if you learn one thing about manifesting, if you just use this one thing, you would change your world, which is revision, because you're changing what you think about the past and the past. The past is no longer exists. It no longer exists. It's just a memory of yours. The now is now, and the now we just had's gone. That's now the past. Now. That's gone now. Okay? Everything's in the past. You just say now, and even your future is you now thinking about the future. Everything's just in the now, okay? The past doesn't exist. It's simply a memory. Your memories of the past will be different to someone else's memories. So you have to ask your siblings what their memories of certain events are, and they'll be different. So which is true? It's just a memory, guys. So if it's just a memory, you can go back in time, think of the event, and change it. You can go to the scene. Imagine up to the moment where you want to change it. Say it's a breakup or a traumatic event. You can imagine up to the moment where someone said something you didn't like, and you can imagine them saying what you wanted to hear. Then you loop that scene over and over in your mind until you start feeling differently about it. Okay? You can also do this with affirmations. Say, I have always been happily married to John. Always implies in the past you were and you are now. That's always been happening. That's called revision, guys. But I go in depth in one of my videos on my Facebook page. I've got a white t-shirt on. I think it's video 3 or 4 about revision. Why do manifesting coaches not tell the basics and keep it from us the way you explain it? It's so easy. Oh, darling, because they want you to pay for shit, I think. Or maybe they don't understand it. A lot of people on here talking about vibration and stuff, they're a bit confused. They don't actually understand. It's just their thoughts. And if you ask them, I've argued with a few people on here when they saw my video, I've commented on their videos and they've gone, you need emotions. And I'm like, how come an emotion comes from a thought? So I just need the thought, don't I? They're like, oh yes, well emotions come from thought, but you also need emotion. I said, no you don't, you just need thought. And then they can't answer me because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Time zones are crazy to me because I'm just about to sleep, but in Perth it's afternoon, I believe. No, it's the morning, darling. It's 11:50. See what my screensaver says? Fuck the 3D. There is always movement. I always get what I want. I get what I fucking want, period. Start putting screensavers like that on your phones, guys. I get what I fucking want whenever I fucking want it. Everything I want wants me. Everything is always working out for me. Fuck you, 3D. Start putting those things on your screensaver on your computer. Start reminding yourself in your notes. Okay, send a reminder to yourself. You are all powerful. You've got this. Oh, okay. Do I? Thanks. Send it to yourself in your phone, guys. Yeah, just make sure your dominant focus is living in the end. Yes. Oh, thank you, Anna Patricia. Where did you get that screensaver from? I think it was from a manifestation group I was in. People post them because they like them. I made myself one, which was, you know, the Batman and Robin meme that's going around where Batman's punching Robin out and Robin says something and Batman says something. I've got one where Batman goes, but he said, and Batman goes, you are in Barbados. You are in Barbados. Okay, so a Neville story was that Abdullah taught him about manifestation by telling him if he wanted to be in Barbados to imagine he was already in Barbados. Okay, so if you say, but he said he doesn't love me, you say, you're in Barbados. No, he already loves you. Okay, that's one of the memes I made for myself. A screensaver I made for myself. I realised I manifested my new MacBook Air. Did you? How did you do that, darling? Good for you. It's 8:50 in Alberta, Canada. You're in Canada. I've never been there. Manifesting technology is something I don't have resistance to. Ah, so you think you can get a MacBook, so you did. Aha. No resistance. Excellent. I just joined your Facebook group. Oh, wonderful, Sandy. Thank you so much. Any more questions, guys? It's 7:52 a.m. in Dubai. Wow, I love Dubai. Well, actually, all I've seen is the airport, but I've been there about 50 fucking times. Nice airport, though. Any more questions? Just make sure your dominant focus is living in the end. Yes, darling. That's exactly right. You are learning fast. I'm yelling, sorry. The past doesn't matter. Our ego only cares about the past. Yes, darling, your ego, your subconscious mind is making stories about the past. Kill the old story about that. You can carry childhood shit with you about your past your whole fucking life and it ruins your life because of the story you're carrying about it. Oh, my parents neglected me. I was abused. Da-da-da-da-da. Somebody can be abused and have terrible parents and their life isn't fucked up. And other people carry that story around. It fucks up their life. I carried around a story about me that I was defective because of body issues I had as a child. And I carried that around. It ruined my fucking life. Change the story. Change the past to be a hopeful future for you guys, okay? You don't have to hold that past for the rest of your life. You don't have to hold on to that story. My specific person is so distant. Can I manifest him to love me and want a relationship? Yes, darling. Start assuming you're already in a relationship with him or her. Okay? Or him. Okay? Because you've got to live in the end in your mind. If they're distant, you're actually affirming that they're distant by saying the word distant just then, darling. I know you're asking a question, but when you say, oh, they're so distant, your subconscious goes, you want distant? Oh, okay, we'll make them more distant. We'll push them away even more. You're actually thinking they're distant and then thinking that, no, they're thinking, oh, I guess I won't call her. You're actually sending that out. Stop thinking that and then start affirming you're already together, darling. John and I are happily married. Start imagining scenes in your mind where you already are together. Okay, darling? It's 10:51 in South Carolina. Oh, are you in that kind of middle zone time? Like Carolina, Texas, a different time zone from the Pacific and the Eastern Standard Time? What's that time zone called? I don't even know what it is. I honestly was doing it subconsciously and didn't realize I was affirming for it for your MacBook. Congratulations, darling. You're a genius. Practice and practice, right? And then it gets easier. Darling, yes, it's called persistence. Persist, persist, persist until it hardens into fact. Guys, I'm going to go in my kitchen and get myself... Oh, no, hang on. I've got a bottle of water. My mouth's getting dry. I needed a new water. Any more questions, guys? Otherwise, I'll log off. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, that's Eastern Standard Time, is it? 10:51 in New Jersey EST. I had 3 clients yesterday, client calls. 2 were EST and 1 was in the Pacific Coast, Pacific Time. And I did it in the morning. It was nighttime for you guys. Guys, if you want one-to-one coaching, you've got a real problem you're trying to deal with, something you're trying to manifest, I do half-hour coaching paid. Just message me in my account. Okay, darling? 9:54 in Chicago. Lots of snow and cold. Oh. Want me to show you what my environment looks like here? Look, guys, this is my backyard. Look how sunny it is. And it's not even sunny. It's kind of cloudy. That's bad weather for Perth where I am. Perth has about the best weather in the whole fucking world. Melly82 joined. Hi, Melly. I'm all the way from California. Well, I had a call with a girl in California yesterday. I think she's still here on the call, on the live. You're in Lima, Peru. Holy shit, everyone's everywhere. The weather is very bipolar in New Jersey, is it? What's the name of your Facebook group? Guys, it's called Manifest Live with Loz. Oh, hi, Millie. Hi, Melissa. Melissa and I had a call yesterday. Yay! It was so much fun. It was lovely. We went through all the shit, and she's going to get what she wants. You're from Adelaide. Yay! I've been to Adelaide. I made my dad have a car accident. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? I'm going to log off soon if there's no more questions. There's only 31 people here. So, guys, please do join me. Manifest Live with Loz on my page. You'll know when I'm going live. Okay, I go live normally nighttime US time. And then I'm trying to go nighttime, my time, Australia time, so that I catch the people in Europe, the UK, and Asia and Australia. Because last night, God, my live last night went for 2 hours. I was only meant to be on there for 15 minutes while I was going to bed. And 2 hours later, I was still there answering people's questions from all over Europe and the UK and everything. So I'm going to go at different times, guys. So do follow me and you'll be alerted, okay? Awesome. Yay. I know it's working because I've manifested 3 exes this week, but not my boyfriend. Have you, Jennifer? Ha-ha. Some people call that birds before land. That's a saying that Florence Scovel Shinn made up about the birds come. It's what Christopher Columbus said. Before he saw land, he saw birds. He'd be traveling in his big boat and see birds, which meant land was soon. Okay, that's what some people call it. So if your exes start coming in, it means your SP is coming. It's on their way. I don't personally look for birds and think of signs and put meaning to signs, but give that good meaning, darling. It means it's working. Best call ever. Oh, thank you, Mel. I highly recommend booking a call with me. It's amazing. Oh, thank you, darling. Well, I hope I made you feel better. And you've got this, sweetheart, because I believe in you. And I want that to happen for you, okay? I want you to have your happy family back. Thank you for all the advice. Oh, you're welcome, Kylie Maylene. Yes, and they are parroting my affirmations. Are they? What are they saying, Jennifer? Your exes are parroting your affirmations. Now, guys, this is everyone is you pushed out. It means that whatever you're affirming, people will start saying to you and repeating to you and treating you in that way. So if you start saying, I am so beautiful, I am mesmerizing, I am so lovable, exes come back into your life or people and go, God, you're so mesmerizing, Loz. Someone did it on my Facebook page the other day. You're just so lovable. I love you. And they'll start saying your affirmations, guys. Everyone is you pushed out. They have no choice but to mirror and reflect back to you your assumptions about yourself. So start assuming good shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. Hi, happy to see you. Today I thought, when will she go live? I want to see her. I manifested you. Well, you are motherfucking powerful, my darling. Thank you for all the advice. You're welcome. Any more questions, guys? Please do join me, guys. When I go live, you won't know when I go live unless it's Thursday nights, EST, 9 p.m. or Sunday nights, 6 p.m. EST. They're my standard times that I go, but I do go randomly every day. So do follow me so you know I'm live because I go random. I have to fit around my life. Ha ha ha. You followed me. Great. Do you have, oh, sorry, I missed a question. Do you have to also feel like, e.g., irreplaceable, or just think it and say it? No, darling, you don't have to feel irreplaceable. Just say, I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose. I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose. Just say it with some oomph, some conviction, some backbone, but you don't have to believe it, darling, because your mind's going to go, you say, I am irreplaceable. And then your subconscious old negative thoughts will go, no, he rejected you. Remember, we're split up. No one wants you. Shut up. I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose. You shut up. Because what will happen, guys, is your negative thinking's been there forever and it will keep jumping in. So that's why I'm saying you don't have to believe it, because you won't believe it, because your subconscious mind's going to jump in and tell you the opposite. So don't worry about believing it or feeling it, okay? If you had to pick 3 things we need to do daily to start manifesting, what are they? Know your power. Know that you've created everything already. So that's the most important thing. 2, don't doubt that you can do this. 3, live in the end. In your mind, imagine you are the man or woman you want to be. You have the wish fulfilled already in your mind. Stay in your mind and don't look at the 3D. Stay up here. Everything you're doing, guys, you're creating with your mind. As within, so without. Everything comes from you. You are the cause, Neville Goddard calls it. You cause everything. That, when you realize that, you'll realize you're motherfucking powerful, that you can change things, and that you are the cause of everything. So you can change it. Can you speak on the coaching you do, and how can we book you? So what it is, guys, is I only joined TikTok 2.5 weeks ago, 2 weeks and 3 days ago, 30th of Jan. And people started asking me, can I do coaching? Well, I didn't think to do that, but they've asked me, so I did. And it was lovely. So what I do is I set up a call with you based on your time zone and when I'm awake. And we have a either video call on Messenger or Skype where we one-on-one chat. Now, before the video chat, you pay over PayPal. It's 110 US for the half hour. It normally goes over half an hour. But you send me all your information, what you're trying to manifest and what the current circumstances are, what you're trying to change, what happened. Okay, so you tell me the old story, because what we're going to do is change that old story, those old circumstances, to what you want. And from that story that you've written, I'm going to decipher what all the issues are that are causing the situation that now came about. Then we sit on the call and we discuss what you think the issues are, what your negative habitual thoughts are, and changing those. Then we create affirmations against your negative thinking, just personalized affirmations for you, for your self-concept, for your new relationship or whatever you're trying to get, for the new job, for your career, for your new house, for your new life. They're personalized to you, darling, and we decide them together. Then I give you a plan of what to do, maybe a schedule of affirmations, maybe visualizations to have, okay? How to change your self-concept, because I'll probably tell you that your self-concept, what you think of you, is dragging you down and creating shit in your life, and I'll get you to really work on that, okay? Then I might get you to script a little bit, a new story of yourself. Throw away the old story, write a new story. If you're trying to change someone, write down the old story of them, create a new story. Okay? And we'll work on this together. We'll come up with a plan. And then a couple of weeks later, you can get back to me, tell me how it went, how you're feeling. Because sometimes it doesn't happen immediately, but you'll start feeling a shit ton better and things will start to move in your reality real fast. Okay? So that's it. So I send you a PayPal link, but you first send me all the story and everything and we set up the time. Okay, guys? So just message me through Manifest Live with Loz here on TikTok, guys, with whatever you want to manifest. If you want to set up the call, but please don't send me DMs just about your situation and not want the call, because I can't answer them, guys. I've got hundreds of messages in there and I can't possibly read everyone's big, long stories. Just ask the question here or on the videos, do a comment, but just DM me only if you're after the coaching, okay? I can't wait to do it. Yay, Sandy! How do I get my SP new friends in his life to be removed? Oh, so you don't like your SP's friends? Decide he doesn't like them anymore. Just say he feels repulsed by them. He decides that he doesn't like them anymore. He doesn't want to hang out with them anymore. He has a whole new group of friends. He doesn't need them. Okay, start affirming that and start imagining him coming to you and saying, oh, God, I don't know why I was friends with those guys. They were such assholes, or they were such fuckwits, or they were such users, or whatever it is that you think about them. Imagine he comes to you or rings you and tells you that he no longer is friends with them. You can use hearing, guys. You don't have to use visualization. And start affirming that he no longer likes them. No, I don't like them. Okay, well, if you don't like them, yeah, so start saying, I don't like them, so he doesn't like them. He no longer likes these people. And imagine a scene where he comes and tells you that. I don't want to be hanging around with them anymore. You can do both, whatever works for you. What are you answering, Special K, to user 822? What was your question, 822? Write it down or say it out loud, darling. You can say it out loud, you can write it down, but the most important thing while you're doing all of this is to think it in your mind. Thinking it while you're writing, thinking it while you're saying it out loud. We're trying to change your thoughts. Do you ever say your affirmations in front of people? Well, I have on my videos. I've got some affirmation videos, guys, with filters down. I say, I am the most lovable girl in the world. Once you've met me, you love me, and you cannot be without me because I'm the most lovable girl in the world. They're my affirmations, guys. The ones about I'm irreplaceable, I'm too important to lose, they're mine. I'm doing it in front of you. You can repeat back. Listen on, just put your TikTok next to you in bed and just listen on a loop, because I'll keep repeating it and you just repeat after me. Okay, there's about 4 videos for affirmations there, guys, and I've also linked them in an affirmations journal. I'll start linking them in my Facebook group. Do you ever say affirmations in front of people? Well, I do it while they're with me. So when my SP is in the room and something's gone shitty, something's gone awry, I'll start saying, he wants me and only me. He loves every little thing about me. He loves every little thing about me. In my head. while he's standing there. You can do that. Do you have a YouTube? No, I don't, darling. I wasn't planning on starting one because I just thought TikTok was a bit more growth, a new platform to grow on. But also, I watch a lot of YouTubers, so I don't really want to compete with them. But I've got my Facebook group, Manifest Live with Loz, and my TikTok. How did you get started on manifesting? It's a long story, but back in 1997, I was auditioning for drama school. I wanted to audition for this particular drama school where about 4,000, 5,000 people audition a year and they only take 26 people. So I really wanted to get in. I wanted to get in my whole life. So I learned somewhere to say, I am something. That is your consciousness, and whatever you say you are, you'll become. So I started saying, I am a NIDA student. I am a NIDA student. I was saying it over and over in my mind, and I started believing it. I auditioned. I got called back. They rang me up. They said, you're not in. I was like, what? I believed I was a NIDA student because I'd said it so many times. Then, this is how manifestation works, guys. So people will move to make your manifestation happen. A girl who had got accepted 2 weeks after I got denied the place decided she didn't want to take the place and took a place in another school somewhere else, and I got in. She moved to make my manifestation so. Okay? That is called I am being your consciousness. All I was doing was saying, I am that already. I already am a NIDA student. So I was living in the end, in my mind, as a student already. Then I discovered the secret and everything. It confused the shit out of me for years, and I read every manifestation book you can think of, every self-help book. Then in about 2016, I discovered Neville Goddard, and I realized it was just my thoughts that were creating. And that was it. And now I'm here talking about it. For school, I have so many manifestation stories. It's crazy how it works. Yay! What are your manifestation stories? Tell us. Do you know much about twin flame separation stage? Well, darling, I don't believe in twin flames. I believe anyone can be your twin flame or your soulmate. What you assume they are, they are. If they're your twin flame, they are. If you think they are. So don't worry about being separate. This separation thing's bullshit. None of us are separate. We're all one, guys. We've all got source energy in us, God in us. I can talk to my SP and he can hear me because he's in me. There's no separation. That is a falsity about life, that we're separate from each other, guys. We're not. That's what telepathy is. That's what mind power is. We're all hearing each other's thoughts. How are we hearing it? Because we're not separate. There's something in us that's not separate, so don't worry about separation. It's bullshit. Oneness. It's what every religion teaches. Can I make anybody my soulmate? Yes, darling, you can. Have you read Wishes Fulfilled? Oh, do you mean Wayne Dyer? That book is based on Neville Goddard's teachings. He's talking about the person I learned from, but Wayne Dyer adopted his teachings, if that's what you're talking about. One time I turned in a project but didn't do it all. So at first I expected half points, and I affirmed that I got all the points, and I did. Hooray! Well done. You can affirm the score you get on your papers. You can affirm that they don't care that you haven't finished it and it's finished. Well done, darling. With the wrong words. Wow. What with the wrong words? Megan, I missed your question. What with the wrong words, darling? I don't understand what you said. Affirm. Trust me, it works. Yes, it does. I have a test tomorrow, but I have anxiety. Bad. What can I do, darling? Assume you've already finished the test. Okay? Assume it's the next day after your test. And you're thinking to yourself, wow, I aced that test. God, that was so fucking easy. I'm so good at this. Whatever subject. I'm so good at maths. I'm so good at blah. Okay? Imagine getting the paper back and the score you want. And you going, oh, I knew I'd pass that easily. Then you can start affirming. I pass everything quickly, with ease. I study, I absorb all information in my studying quickly and easily. I absorb information quickly and easily. I have a video about this, guys, about how to study better, or how to manifest good grades, it's called. Scroll down, it's about halfway down my page, how to manifest good grades. Go and watch that, darling. One time, oh yeah, you said I've read that one. So manifesting is all about affirming. Well, it's all about living in the end, darling. Imagining you are the man or woman you already want to be. You could affirm that or visualize that. Are you in favour of giving the universe timelines? Well, darling, I don't believe in the fucking universe. It's just you doing it. The universe isn't doing shit for you. The universe is just air, atmosphere. It doesn't do anything for you. Got to forget about all this universe stuff, guys. The universe is just a space thing. It's just the air, right? People move to make your manifestation so. You imagine you are the man or woman you want to be. You live in the end. People in your reality start moving to make that happen. That's what happens, not the universe, darling. But timelines, you can put a timeline on things if you really want, but I believe that It will happen in its own appointed time, its own appointed hour, Neville calls it. Don't rush it. You never know when it's going to happen. That's worrying about the how and the when. Don't worry about the how and the when. Got it. Good. I'm glad you got it. Forget about the fucking universe. The universe is dead. How long do I have to hold on to the visualization? Okay, that's a good question. So, when you're visualizing, guys, don't let it be too long, because you're trying to impress your subconscious mind, just like an affirmation. You don't want to make your affirmation 30 lines long, just a short sentence, okay? So you want a short scene, like someone congratulating you, or you walk into a party and everyone goes, hooray, because you won the prize or whatever, okay? It's your birthday or whatever. You can have a little conversation back and forth with someone, but don't make it too long, guys. And then that's easier to remember, and you can loop it and repeat it and repeat it. Repeat the scene. Done the scene? Do it again, do it again, do it again. Because it's a saturation, the repetition of the scene. Same with affirmations, the repeating of the scene. That will saturate your subconscious mind and change your thoughts about it. Okay, that's what you're trying to do. So keep it short, darling. Any more questions, guys? Otherwise, I'll log off. So you can affirm and manifest your SP even if you have doubt yourself or have negative thoughts. Well, darling, that's what we're trying to change, the negative thoughts and the doubts. Stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting you can do this. Start believing that they can want you back. They want you back already. They are with you already. Start believing it. Guys, you have to trust me on this, that whatever you're sending out to them, they will start to feel and hear and initiate contact with you, because you'll keep saying they're constantly calling and contacting me. Okay? And they'll start thinking to contact you. I'm losing my voice, guys, and my mouth's dry. I might have to log off. There's no problem in manifesting different things, or should we concentrate on a few? Just a few, darling, maybe 3 or 4. Don't go crazy, because you won't have enough saturation in your mind. You'll be thinking of 10,000 things, okay? Can you still affirm he will text me and we are happily married at the same time? I recommend you do that, because otherwise if you're just saying he's constantly calling and texting me, but you're not assuming you're together, all you'll get is texts. Assume, live in the end, that you're already together, and the text, because the texts come with marriage, don't they? Wouldn't he be texting you if you're married? It'd be a weird marriage if he was never texted you, never called you. That'd be strange. That'd be grounds for divorce. Okay, guys, I'm going to log off because I'm literally so thirsty that my mouth's gone dry and I'm starting to mix my words and I'm talking gobbledygook when I'm answering you. Guys, please do join me, okay? Manifest Live with Loz on all my lives. I don't know when I'm going to go live, so you have to follow me to know. I only know I go live Thursday night and Sunday night, but other times I just go random, depending on everyone's time zone. Okay, and also if you want to watch these lives back, go to Manifest Live with Loz Facebook page, Facebook group. It's private now, so no one will see that you've joined it. No one will see you asking questions in there, and you can watch all these lives back. Some of them are 3 hours long. Thank you, guys. You have a great day too. Thank you so much for joining me. I love talking to you guys. I just need another coffee. All right, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.